A tremendous amount of activity is currently surrounding the object known as Atlas. While this, the most enigmatic interstellar visitor in all of recorded history, traverses its most crucial orbital phase, perihelion, exceptional streams of information are pouring in from space-based observatories in real time. Just yesterday, on the 29th of October in the year 2025, at precisely 7:47 in the morning Eastern Time, Atlas achieved the nearest point to our star within its entire trajectory. And the phenomena unfolding at this very moment are leaving the global scientific community utterly and completely bewildered. The astrophysicist Avi Loeb has recently publicized discoveries that demonstrate a precipitous surge in luminosity, an intensification that vastly outstrips the brightening rate exhibited by the majority of Oort cloud comets when positioned at analogous distances from our Sun. Even more astonishing, the interstellar object now presents a visual signature that is distinctly bluer than our own star. Avi Loeb is categorizing this specific characteristic as the ninth inexplicable anomaly of this physically impossible visitor, thereby posing a question with the potential to irrevocably alter our comprehension of technology within the cosmos. Could it possibly be utilizing an energy source that operates at a temperature hotter than our star? We are receiving real-time perihelion data. At this exact moment, as you watch this video, the surface of Atlas is being relentlessly bombarded by 770 watts per square meter of intense solar radiation. Were it a naturally occurring comet, conventional science dictates that it should be disintegrating, fragmenting under this extreme thermal onslaught. However, a significant problem exists. During the absolute most critical instant of its solar passage, the object has remained totally obscured from the view of our terrestrial telescopes, having been concealed directly behind our star since it passed through solar conjunction back on October 21st. Providentially, an entire fleet of space observatories successfully managed to capture absolutely crucial data throughout this pivotal phase. And what these instruments are revealing flagrantly defies the established laws of physics. This is the discovery that is shocking scientists. The most recent data, gathered by the Stereo A, SOHO, and GOES 19 coronagraphs during the months of September and October, show something that simply should not exist. Atlas is exhibiting a brightness increase that is entirely anomalous and for which there is no explanation within current physics. To help you comprehend the magnitude of this situation, understand that normal Oort cloud comets never, ever behave in this manner. This pattern is completely anomalous, and there exists no explanation for it in current physics. As the scientists themselves concede in their new study, the fundamental reason for Atlas's rapid brightness increase remains profoundly obscure. The gigantic scale of the current phenomenon is staggering. The CCR1 coronagraph is detecting, in real time, a region of brightness extending for an impressive 300,000 kilometers around the object, a distance nearly equivalent to that from the Earth to the Moon. This immense extension is comparable in scale to the carbon dioxide plume detected back in August. We are discussing an energetic structure the size of the entire Earth-Moon system emanating from this object. This is the ninth anomaly. Then there is the impossible blue color. But the most revolutionary discovery happening right now is this. Atlas appears distinctly bluer than our star in observations from the LOSCO and CCR1 coronagraphs. According to Avi Loeb, this discovery is extremely surprising and actively defies our understanding of natural objects. In his detailed analysis, he explains that the appearance of Atlas as bluer than our star is very surprising. Cosmic dust is expected to redden scattered solar light, and the object's surface should be an order of magnitude colder than the 5,800 Kelvin of the solar photosphere, which would result in a color redder than our stars. Avi Loeb points out that previous observations showed Atlas with a reddish coloration, making this dramatic transformation to blue even more profoundly puzzling. The fact that it now appears bluer than our star strongly suggests something fundamental has changed about the object's nature. This is precisely why Avi Loeb concludes that we must formally add the blue color at perihelion as a ninth anomaly to the growing list of unexpected properties belonging to this strange interstellar visitor. This evidence leads Avi to ask the question that is now echoing in laboratories all around the world. Does it employ an energy source that is hotter than our star? If the answer is yes, then we are facing a technology that surpasses our own star in temperature, something completely beyond our current human capabilities. Presently, radio observers across the globe are in a state of continuous monitoring of Atlas. According to Avi Loeb, individuals in Congress are actively helping to release the high-resolution imagery from October 2nd to the wider scientific community. Researchers are meticulously looking for specific signals happening now. Deliberate maneuvers, the release of miniature probes, artificial radio transmissions, synthetic lights, or excess heat emanating from possible engines. 3 distinct sets of state-of-the-art space instruments are collectively documenting this anomalous behavior in real time. Part of the Solar Terrestrial Relations Observatory, which was launched in 2006, only the Stereo A craft remains operational, utilizing its HI-1 and COR-2 cameras from the SECI instrument suite to capture unique data from the perspective of its orbit, which is slightly faster than Earth's. The Veteran Solar and Heliospheric Observatory, launched in 1995, orbits the Lagrange point between our star and Earth. Its LOSCO coronagraphs are providing continuous, crucial data from this privileged positional vantage. GOES-19, the newest member of this observational fleet, launched in 2024, is a meteorological satellite in geostationary orbit. Its CCR-1 coronagraph is proving to be absolutely crucial for resolving the fine details of the luminous structure enveloping the object. This 9th anomaly adds to an already impossible list of properties that have classified Atlas with a score of 4 on the Avi-Loeb scale. Let us detail each of these singular impossibilities. The first anomaly is the impossible path. Atlas is traveling along a trajectory aligned to just 5 degrees from the ecliptic plane, the flat disk where all the planets orbit our star. Imagine a table where all the balls are rolling on the same level. That is the ecliptic plane. An object originating from another stellar system should arrive from any random direction in space, like a ball thrown from far away that could come from above, below, or any side. But Atlas arrived almost perfectly aligned with the table level of the planets. The probability of this occurring by pure chance is a mere 0.2%, akin to hitting a minuscule target in complete darkness. The second anomaly is the jet that defies physics. During July and August of 2025, Atlas performed something never before witnessed in nature. It created a jet of material directed straight toward our star. All known comets do the exact opposite. They always create tails pointing away from our star, like hair flowing backward in the wind when you run. It is a basic physical law. Solar radiation pressure pushes material away. Atlas broke this fundamental rule, as if someone were running but their hair flew forward against the wind. The third anomaly is being too big and too fast. Atlas is 1,000,000 times more massive than Oumuamua and 1,000 times larger than Borisov, yet it still moves faster than similar objects. It is analogous to finding a gigantic semi-truck overtaking Formula One race cars on the highway. Larger objects in interstellar space normally move slower due to the gravitational forces that expelled them from their origin systems. Atlas shatters this rule, possessing a very low probability of occurring naturally. The fourth anomaly is its too perfect timing. Atlas arrived with perfect synchronicity to pass close to Mars, Venus, and Jupiter, yet it managed to remain entirely invisible from Earth during its most important moment, perihelion. It is as if a tourist visited 3 important cities in a country but masterfully avoided all the main airport security cameras. The temporal precision required for this sequence is extremely rare, statistically rarer than winning a major lottery. The fifth anomaly is its factory composition. Spectral analysis revealed that Atlas contains a much greater abundance of nickel than iron, a proportion typical of metal alloys produced industrially here on Earth. Natural comets should possess a random mixture of metals, like a soup of cosmic ingredients. But Atlas has a specific, refined recipe, as if someone had carefully chosen the ingredients. The probability of this specific composition occurring naturally is exceptionally low. The sixth anomaly is that it is dry as a desert. Comets are famously known as dirty snowballs, because they are 80 to 90% water ice. Atlas has been measured to contain only 4% water. It is drier than many deserts on Earth. It is like discovering an iceberg that is composed almost entirely of rock. This characteristic defies the very definition of what a comet is, strongly suggesting it might not be a natural comet at all. The seventh anomaly is its impossible polarized light. Atlas demonstrated a light polarization pattern never before seen in any known natural object. Polarization is like light's unique fingerprint. Each type of surface or material creates a distinct pattern. It is as if Atlas presented a fingerprint that does not exist in any natural archive, including all comets ever studied, even Borisov. The eighth anomaly is its connection to the 1977 mystery. Atlas arrived from the exact same direction as the famous WOW signal of 1977, the most mysterious radio signal ever detected and which many consider the best potential evidence of extraterrestrial communication. The directional precision is impressive, like two cosmic events separated by nearly 50 years, both pointing to the same specific cosmic address. The probability of this being a mere coincidence is extraordinarily low. The ninth anomaly is that it appears hotter than our star. Now, Atlas appears bluer than our own star, which, according to Avi Loeb, suggests it possesses an internal energy source hotter than our star's 5,800 Kelvin photosphere. It is like finding a single candle that shines more intensely than a massive bonfire. This indicates a technology capable of generating temperatures superior to our star, something completely beyond our current human capabilities. Avi Loeb calculated a fascinating missed opportunity. If Earth had been on the opposite side of its orbit around the Sun, we could be mapping Atlas with planetary radar at this very moment. In that hypothetical orbital position, the object would have passed a mere 54 million kilometers from Earth, allowing our most powerful radar systems to detect and image it directly. We would have obtained precise size measurements and detailed three-dimensional images of its shape during its rotation. Unfortunately, the reality is that even during its approach in December, any form of radar detection will be fundamentally unfeasible. When considering the astronomical impossible probability, by multiplying all of these individual anomalous probabilities together, the chance of all 9 anomalies occurring together naturally is less than 1 part in 10 quadrillion. For perspective, it is more statistically likely for a single person to win a major lottery 15 consecutive times than for this collection of properties to happen by pure chance. Right now, Atlas is gradually emerging from behind our star and will soon begin returning to the field of view of terrestrial telescopes at twilight. On the 19th of December, 2025, it will make its closest approach to Earth. At that pivotal moment, the Hubble and James Webb Space Telescopes will be pointed directly at it, alongside every major terrestrial observatory around the world. Current data suggests it will emerge from its perihelion passage even brighter than before, a prediction that, if confirmed, will add yet another layer of profound mystery. As Avi Loeb emphasizes, we must collect as much data as possible to finally discover the true nature of this profoundly anomalous object. The implication of it being alien technology would be enormous, and therefore we must take this possibility with the utmost seriousness. If Atlas possesses technology capable of generating energy hotter than our star, its creators master capabilities that go far beyond anything our civilization has ever developed. We are potentially living through the most important moment in the history of astronomy, and perhaps in the entire history of humanity itself. With 9 statistically impossible anomalies happening simultaneously, including now this energy source apparently superior to our star, Atlas may be about to answer the biggest question our species has ever asked. Are we alone in the universe? This is not just another space object passing through our system. If the accumulating evidence is confirmed, we will be facing the first definitive proof of extraterrestrial technology, a moment that will fundamentally and permanently change our understanding of life, intelligence, and our place in the cosmos. The next 50 days, culminating with December's critical observations, represent a unique historical window. Never before has humanity had the opportunity to study an object with so many technological anomalies using our most advanced instruments. The James Webb Space Telescope, the Hubble Space Telescope, and dozens of terrestrial observatories will be intensely focused on this interstellar visitor. If Atlas performs any deliberate maneuvers, emits artificial signals, or demonstrates any clearly artificial behavior, we will be witnessing the most significant moment in all of human history.